Grooveroonies. How's things? I'm leaving work. I'm heading home to my beautiful Sunny girl who's had her first day at home all day without me since I rescued her on Saturday. And I'm very keen to. I don't know if you can hear that motorbike, but that ain't my car revving like that. So welcome to my channel, Tears for Therapy. Hey pugs, I'm good, Groover. I'm just driving home from a day at the office. Sounds like I've missed a lot of stuff on the YouTubes today, hence my title of my live. But I'm also, a bit of drive therapy, heading home to my new rescue cat who has spent the whole day on her own at home for the first time since I rescued her. I think I've got separation anxiety more than she does. I know, right, Michelle? Who gives a shit? So, Pugs, he's not in transit? Shame he's not in transit to the fucking moon. Honestly. I mean, it doesn't matter where the guy gets sent, people are still going to talk about him. Sort out my charging cable. It's actually blocking chat, which is not going to work. I hope she's happy to see me. She's either going to be happy or pissed off, right? Hi, Anne-Marie. G'day, Casper. Tori. Casper. What's up? Sup, Casps. Yeah, she's either going to be really happy to see me or she's going to be pissed off. And like my friend says, has spent the day rubbing her butthole on my pillow. Oh, Pugs, you write essays. I'm coming up to a traffic light. I'll be able to read it. He's still here, high profile. Oh, a dual drive. God damn it. If I can pull over somewhere, I can drop a link. I've got to get in the habit of doing that before I hit the live button, just sticking it in chat and pinning it. Although I can't pin it because I'm on your StreamYard, and if I leave StreamYard to go over to YouTube, StreamYard shuts down. But we're talking Chris Watts, so, well, that's one of the topics. It's drive therapy. If I can find somewhere to pull over, and I can't pull over just where I am now, it's a clear way. Oh, you got Dennis on a harness. Did you get a video of it, Anne-Marie? Look, honestly, they could send the fucker to the moon and people are still going to talk about him. I'll see if I can pull over somewhere, Casper, because I kind of like the last time we did a dual. Oh, well, actually, I'm going to put your number in my phone and text you next time because I'm actually really keen to get home without stopping to Sunny because she's just had her first day at home without me since I rescued her on Saturday. And my sister's coming for dinner. And it's about an hour-long trip, and if I can be discreet and drop the link at some point, I will, but there's a cop car only 2 cars behind me. But next time, yeah, what I'll do next time, Casper, is, oh, shit, we're not buddies on Messenger. Because I was going to say next time if we were buddies on Messenger, I could just put the link in there for you, and then if you're about to drive home or whatever, you can just jump on. Because getting a link in chat from StreamYard's website on a phone is really tedious. Like, it's about a 5-step process. You've got to go to this other thing and then copy it to the clipboard. It often freezes up the chat. Then you've got to try and paste it, and sometimes it doesn't let you. It's a nightmare. But if I could send you the link to StreamYard in Messenger, but yeah, I've got separation anxiety. I need to get home to my little girl. Does that sound like a good plan though, Casper, for next time? My sister's coming down tonight to get to meet her properly. I mean, she met her on Saturday, but spend proper time with her. And she made, I think, a valid point. She said that Sunny's probably had a great day just because she's not at 10 Lives, you know, she's not in an enclosure with a shitload of other, not that she had her own enclosure, but, you know, she's not in a building with a heap of enclosures that have got cats in them. She's probably just been lutching around all day going, check out my pad. Look what I've got. Look at this house. And I've got it all to myself. Yeah, she's coming to stay the night and spend more time with her little Sunny niece. She's still really upset about Biscuit dying too. Oh, shoot. Go, Biff, go. My car's Biff, by the way. Hey, Kylie. Kylie don't give no crap about Chris Watts. So far, I've had a good run. The traffic along here is usually like it is on the other side of the road. I won't speak too soon, but I might have left with a brief window of opportunity. It's funny how the traffic works like that. I did leave YouTube on for her. Hi, Jamie. Hi to everyone coming in. There's 10 of you. I don't think I've said hi to every single person, but hello. G'day. Hi, Francesca. Look, it was just a bit of a play on the fact that there were lives today saying that he's potentially in transit. And I don't give a flying flip if he is, because I am. I'm transiting home to my beautiful Sunny girl. My only concern is that she tries to escape when I open the door. I don't know if when she hears me coming home, like Biscuit used to come tearing up the hallway and, you know, I'd open the door a millimetre and get a little head to be there ready to jump out. When I got home yesterday after leaving Sunny for about an hour while I went and did some grocery shopping, she was still sound asleep on the couch. She was on when I left. But the kids had a whole day to run amok. Just a reminder, guys, for chat, I am about to go on a highway, so I can't read chat much. But if you type in capitals, I've got a better chance of being able to read it, and also shorter comments are better for me. But if you guys are chatting to each other, feel free to chat in lowercase and you can write essays. But for me, I'm really only able to glance down. And the chat moves really quickly. So if I don't acknowledge you or a comment you've made, I'm not being an asshole. I just didn't see it. I always have to do that disclaimer after somebody had a go at me saying that I didn't acknowledge their comment in chat. I was like, fucking hell, I'm driving on a highway. I'm cruising down the highway in the hot, hot sun. Well, not cruising, like I'll be doing 110 kilometres an hour in fairly heavy traffic. Reading chat is a joy if I get a chance to do it, but It's not necessarily easy. I love it when you get people on YouTube that never go live and never drive and go live. I love that feedback. I love the feedback too when I'm clearly driving in a remote country area where it's a miracle there's even any bloody internet reception, let alone the fact that I'm live on this little island halfway to fucking Antarctica, really in the middle of nowhere, and people are able to watch me in other parts of the world. Like, that technology blows me away. But I get all, hey Chrissy, but I get all these people saying, it's buffering, you're roboting, it's cutting. No kidding. No shit, Sherlock. If it's unbearable, go and listen to somebody who's going live out of their kitchen. I don't know. Can't help you. Speaking of, there is a patch coming up where the internet reception is really shitty. Hey, Anne-Marie. Oh, there's videos on my channel about it. About Sunny. I saw her on the 10 Lives website. I thought it was too soon to get another cat after Biscuit had died, but I kept going back to the website and looking at her face. And I couldn't work out if I was just looking at her face because she was making me feel better, or if it was a sign to go and get her. So my beautiful sister said, let's go meet her together. And we went on Saturday, and I stopped and bought a cat carrier on the way in just in case, and she came home with me. And I'm a bit sassy today, Kylie. But if there are any mods in my chat, and because I don't have a clue when I'm on StreamYard, if I do drop out in a minute, can you just remind everyone I'm going through a shitty internet area and they don't all need to write buffering? I can't fix it. I do comment on things that human beings do all the time that give me the shit, so you guys know I'm not a fan of most people. I love the people on my channel. I love my friends and family. But outside of that sphere, not a fan. Not a fan. But you see it on every bloody YouTube channel. I actually got timed out the other day in a chat because I made a comment about someone was live and they were muted. But they were muted. They came on and said, sorry, I've gone live. Hey, Mercedes girl, good to see you, gorgeous. I will be able to read chat in a little while. But someone went live and said, oh my God, sorry, I'll be right back. And they muted. And then fucking 100 people are writing in chat, no sound, can't hear you. You're muted. And all the mods were saying, they're going to be right back. And people just kept writing it. And it's like, why? If you're in a chat and you see 13 people ahead of you with all written no sound, what compels you to write no sound? Do you know what I mean? Like, human nature fascinates me, just the weird shit that people do. But yeah, you know, and I reckon in that chat, at least 80 comments have been relating to the fact that there was no sound. Are you driving too, Casper? Let's race. Yeah, Google Moderator's been an arsehole. See, we can't do anything about that either.
moderator. Google moderator. You agree. Thank you, Michelle. I knew there'd be a voice of reason in chat. And sorry if other people are agreeing. Like I said, I'm on the fast part of the highway at the moment. I can't read chat much. But yeah, it's like, it's just things that human beings do that you just go, why? Why do you do that? You know, people, why do people have to be people? Look at this clean run we're getting. There might be a bit of a backup when we get up to the airport roundabout, but I've got to say, I'm a bit excited. Yeah, sub to Casper. Mods, feel free to drop any people in chat if they've got channels. Go for it. We're going to build our channels on driving. The noise will change when I get to a slower part of the journey too, by the way. I think if Tasmania cared about YouTubers, they would resurface all these roads and make them quieter. But yeah, so that's a little people quirk that always irritates me is 80 people all going, no sound or it's buffering. Like the first or second comment, yep, we've got it, it's buffering. Why do people just sit there going, it's buffering? Why is there commentator 83? It's buffering. What, are you not reading chat? Do you think your it's buffering comment is going to stand out more than the other 300? Do you think the creator can do a fucking thing about it? It's annoying. It is Jamie Texas Chick. It is. This is drive therapy. Christopher Watts brings out the whinger in me. Okay, so there's not much traffic right here, but on the other side of the roundabout, ooh, I might actually obey the signs and, well, you know, I'm going to display the signs now and say and not block it, but I know I can stop in this little spot. Are you going? Oh, good on you, Sonia. She was a daredevil. I don't mind letting people in if they're turning left, but to assume the whole, like, 3 lanes are going to stop to let you that way. I did hit a really good spot in traffic. It's amazing. You type too soon. Hey, Mohammed Aloha Snack Bar. Aloha. Tori can't hear you. Go fuck yourself, Casper. It's Casper bringing in the dad jokes. You know, when the dads go, what? Casper bringing in the dad jokes. Speaking of dads, wasn't Christopher Watts a really bad one? Was he not, in fact, the worst dad any of us have ever encountered in our travels? Tori buffering. Yeah, look, I know. I deserve that shit. Mind you, I've got to appreciate the fact that 37 people didn't all say that straight afterwards. Rant on, Tori. Tori's going to rant. So what happened on YouTube? Is Christopher Watts in transit? Hopefully to the moon, along with all the people who think he's innocent. Off you go. One-way ticket to the moon. See ya. Goodbye. Mohammed has a dad bod. Hey, nothing wrong. I like a dad bod. I like a dad bod, except for Christopher Watts's bod. His bod was repugnant.
His head was repugnant. He was repugnant. Ugh. Yeah, let's send them all to the moon on a one-way ticket. That's a song, isn't it? One-way ticket to the moon. Is it Boney M? I've been singing their song Sunny for days. Maybe it's time I start singing One-Way Ticket to the Moon, because that's where I'd like Christopher Watts to be transited to. And send all of his little Pete, we think he's innocent fan club off with him. It's not going to stop people talking about the case, because like we were talking about yesterday, you know, it's the nature, or today, or whenever, it's the nature of true crime. Like, people talk about Jack the Ripper. Doesn't have to be something that happened in your lifetime to be interested in it. It's called history. No, I found him gross, Jamie, but I'm also, and no offence to anyone in chat who, no, I don't want him in the ocean, Chrissy. I live in the ocean. I love it. If he washed up on my beach, I'd be horrified. I want him on the moon. There's no way in hell I'm going to get anywhere near the friggin' moon. You don't even know who Christopher Watts is, Muhammad Aloha Snack Bar? Well, you should stay that way. Do not even dare investigate a minute of it, or your life will be over. Well, it won't be over, but it'll be the end of your life as you know it. Sunny is stunning. We are all intimidated by Sunny's beauty. My friend Laura had lunch with her today. It was her birthday on the weekend, so we caught up for lunch, and I reminded her again that when she comes to my house, don't bother putting on makeup or getting dressed up, because Sunny will out-beauty you. There's no point even trying to compete with her. We are all intimidated by Sunny's beauty. Her face is unbelievable. Yeah, him washing up. Yuck, imagine that during a beach walk. Oh, my God. I'd stab him 1,000 times, even if he was already dead. Sunny is gorgeous. Now I'm picturing him washing up on the beach in those revolting long shorts that he wore all the time, because he was a long body, short leg freak. Oh, trust me, Chrissy, when you get to know me, I am the typo queen. I'm young and sweet, and I'm only 17. Luckily, Michelle and I, way back when we first met in 2018, we were both already fluent in typo because we're both so good at them. We didn't need anyone to do an interpretive dance to explain to us the other one's comments, while the rest of the mods would, what are those two? What's wrong with them? What are they doing? But yeah, Sunny's beautiful, and I'm going to be so happy to see her. I think I've got separation anxiety. I don't think she has. I think she's probably like, this is the life. 3 days ago, I was in an enclosure in a cat home with people coming in and poking and prodding me and wanting to pick me up, even though the sign said does not like being held. Chrissy, I didn't want that visual. I hoped he'd been eaten by a fish. What? What sort of a fish? A little teeny weeny one? Had to be quite a banquet for the poor thing. I mean, a shark wouldn't eat him. Sharks don't like the taste of humans generally. That's a true story. But I reckon he would taste very, very sour. But now I have got a visual of like a little goldfish nibbling on his toe going, fuck, it's going to take me forever to eat this fucker. We do speak our own language. Yeah, typos are completely fine. There you go. Muhammad Aloha Snack Bar, he's on it too. On two. You're getting a Slurpee, Casper? Well, fuck you. I've got water. All I got is water. Oh, is Melissa in here too? Hi to everyone that's coming. I was cruising down the highway in the hot sun, and I couldn't read the chat comments. How bizarre! And the sun isn't actually that hot today. It's only 18 degrees Celsius. But yeah, I think we put CW and all of his band of merry fuckwits in a big fat shuttle, and if it doesn't make it to the moon, if it explodes in transit, well, wouldn't that be a happy ending? God, look at me. I'm cynical and nasty. It'd be a spectacular fireworks display. I was living in the States when Challenger exploded. I was in an American high school classroom with all of my classmates and a teacher watching it. And that wasn't a good day for the US of A. And because I was in choir, we ended up singing at the dedication of some memorial garden to Krista McAuliffe, because every school in America was watching it. And then, you know, the sort of teacher guild across the US of A, there were memorial gardens popping up all over the place. CW brings the rage out in everyone. This is true. The next time I go to the gym, I'm going to go to one of the boxing classes, and I'm going to stick his squashed football head face on the punching bag, and I'm going to let it rip. You're in second grade. I was senior. I was senior year at Kansas City at Oak Park High School. Actually, it was Gladstone, which is an outer suburb of Kansas City, Missouri, not Kansas. Missouri. Yeah, let's just load up that shuttle with Christopher Watts and his merry band of fuckwits and send them hither to the moon. And if something unfortunate happens on the way, well, that's karma, y'all. Michelle's a baby. Casper, fuck, I'm buffering. Oh my god. Do you know what I love about this? I love that there's been a reunion of all the former mods of J.S. for Justice finally, like, feeling free and easy and safe and happy for us all to reconnect, because none of us had personal issues with anyone in the mod crew. But if a mod was voted off the island, as I was, the mods that were still modding kind of had to stay loyal to Jay, right? And that would happen, I think, with any YouTube creator. I don't think that's unique. But I do think there's varying scales of punishment that go on behind the scenes. Was that tactful? It was 1985, Mohammed. Aloha Snack Bar. Oh, sorry, 86. It was 86, but yeah, Fallen Mods Unite. But don't you love it that you're all cruising into my channel now without fear of being whipped? And you're meeting all the people who've been in my channel while you've been modding, and you're all kind of blending and becoming this new group of lovely people. It's very nice. I'm 9 3/4 at heart, Mohammed. Aloha Snack Bar. I'm incredibly childish. You were 4, Mo. Oh my God. That's crazy. I was born in the 60s, dude, like the late 60s, but the 60s nonetheless. That's why I say groovy a lot. And groovers. That's why I love 60s fashion. I do. I love the A-line frock with a pair of knee-high boots. That's my go-to outfit. Although today I'm in three-quarter length skinny leg jeans and a little bohemian top and a pair of jaunty mustard yellow sandals. Look out. Because I'm a lawyer who's allowed to wear jeans to work. That's another reason why I love my new role, my new employers. We're looking after workers, and workers don't need to be coming in to see a lawyer and we're sitting there in a fucking suit or bloody stilettos. They come in and we're wearing jeans and we say fuck and they love us, you know. I'm getting my funny back. Woohoo! That's thanks to Funny Sunny, because she is so fucking funny. My sister, hey Raven, my sister is in for such a treat in the morning. She usually gets up like when, you know, she's got to leave in 20 minutes. She's one of those kind of people, like she'll shower, get dressed and be gone. But Sunny and I, we're up at 5:30, and as soon as Sunny's had her breakfast, the Zoomies start. And they go for 10, 15 minutes, and she runs all over the house like a little elephant, including under the spare room bed where my sister will be. And, yeah, Angie's going to get a very early alarm clock from her new niece, and I think it's hilarious. But Sunny does make me laugh a lot when she's got the Zoomies. She did it last night when Scotty came over. He's my friend Birdie, who died, oh, God, January the 30th. Feels like it's not that long ago, but, well, it wasn't really. But he's still having a hard time with her death, as am I. And then also being there, died, you know, in December. Her funeral was in January. And then Biscuit died. And so Sunny is bringing back the funny. I've got some really cool yoga bell bottoms. These signs and love hearts on them. I look absolutely ridiculous in them, but they're so comfy. I don't give a shit. Yoga is about non-violent thinking. So if anyone in that class goes, wow, look at her crazy bell bottoms, they're not practicing yoga. Look at that beautiful sky. Is anybody car sick? Casper, are you still buffering? I can't read your comment, Mo, because it's in lowercase. And we're getting a good run. I'll be at home by probably 5:45, 5:50. It's very pretty, isn't it? That's the one advantage of StreamYard when you use it on your phone. You're actually on a website as opposed to an app. So it's got this sort of panoramic view happening. But the downside is sometimes I point things out, but they're so tiny for you guys that you won't see them. You guys write big comments. I can't speed read. But I do look at chat sometimes in my lives, but I put me on mute because I don't like the sound of my voice. We're currently driving through the massive city of Los Angeles. Oh, my water is so plain. I didn't put any mint or lemon or anything in it this morning. I drink plain water all day. I did have a cinnamon tea about an hour ago, and that was delicious. I love cinnamon tea, and it's just herbal tea. It's not like a cinnamon latte or anything. hipster and wanky like that. It's literally a herbal cinnamon tea. Oh, I love it. And licorice. They're my two favourite herbal teas. I wonder if Chris Watts is in transit to Tasmania. We don't want you. Go away. I tell you what, he'd get his ass kicked if he came here. We've got Netflix. He'd be recognised. He'd be fucked up. Which is why I'd love him to be sent back to Colorado. That is where he should be. We don't move prisoners around in Australia unless they're, being extradited back to the state where they committed the crime. This whole bumping people around the country thing is not something that happens here. Unless, like I said, someone's being extradited. But you essentially go to the jail in the place, in the state where you committed the crime. They might get moved around a little bit within the state. They might start out in a psych ward and then they might get moved to maximum security. The lesser dodgy criminals go to the sort of prison farms where they actually work on farms, and some of them get day release privileges, but it's all within the same state. I'm not going to be doing any criminal law in my new job, which is, well, it's good in a way, but I did like doing criminal law. I liked my clients. They were way nicer. It sounds so weird. But my criminal clients were nicer than when I worked for a corporate law firm doing insurance law. They were assholes. I'd walk into boardrooms and there'd be like 20 men in suits, no women in the rooms at all. And I'd walk in and they'd be like, oh, the law clerk is here. Let us know when the lawyers arrived. And I'm like, I am your lawyer. Because I had this baby face. I looked about 16. But they were real assholes. But my criminal clients, even though they were crims, they weren't good criminals. That's how they got caught. But they loved their families, unless they were family annihilators, but I didn't act one of those. Family annihilators usually take their own lives after they wipe out their families. That's why Christopher Watts is a bit of an anomaly, because he's such a spineless fucker. He was mean enough to murder other people, but had no balls to kill himself. But the majority of my clients, I never acted for a murderer even. I interviewed a lot of murderers, but I never acted for any. But they love their family, they love their friends, they love their mums. A lot of them had really good senses of humour. And yeah, they weren't really mean or nasty criminals because they were dumb criminals. They got caught. But they were way nicer than my insurance clients. I'm definitely going to have to read back. I don't know what's going on in chat, but Jamie's entertaining the crowd. Good on you, mate. I like that. That's what I like about my channel. I can go live and drive and actually not even have to speak, because you guys all just connect and have fun. It's lovely. It's really lovely. Thank you for being groovy fuckers. I appreciate it. Well, yeah, is there any news for Jay? I don't know. Oh, yeah, did Jay go live? I think she might have. That's the only news I've got. I was at work. Some of you guys in chat know. What happened with Jay? Jay's live. Was it a
amazing? Did she talk about what happened? Or was she covering a case that no one gave a fuck about and nobody had researched for her, so she didn't know anything about it? Oh, listen to me. Wow. Claws in you, cat. James Joint is still dodging the truth. Why don't Jay and Diane team up? Jay could change her name to J is for Judes, as in St. Jude's. And Diane could be D is for disappearing or denial. And they could go live and just be arrogant and blame everybody else for everything in their lives, even though they both have a consistent behavioural pattern. They could be the lack of accountability channel. I tell you what, they'd get 1,000 subscribers because there's a shitload of people on YouTube who are never accountable for their shit, even when they proclaim they are. I own my shit, they say, over and over and over again. But then when someone says, so you're going to apologise to this person that you hurt? Fuck no. No, fuck no, I'm not. Well, then you're not owning your shit. She has to arrange randoms because no one's left. Randoms? Wow. That's risky business. Now, moderators, please remind everyone when I go through the patch up here where the reception is terrible, that the reception is terrible. Thank you very much. Also, if you could hand out peanuts and fruit boxes to anyone who needs refreshments, that would be great. We should be home in approximately 8 minutes. And I'm going to end this live really quickly and run inside because I can't wait to see Sunny. It doesn't mean I don't love you, because I do. But I love Sunny more. Sorry. You'd say the same thing about your children, human or four-legged or two-legged or scaly. I can't stand scammers either, Francesca. But look at all the scammers who brought so many gorgeous people together. I'd like to thank them for that. They were good for something. Oh, Bridget Parker, hello. So lovely seeing you back on the YouTubes, Joe Madre. We're almost home. I'm going home to my little Sunny. She's been at home on her own all day. But her auntie Angie's coming to stay for some bonding with her niece. But yeah, I'm very curious to see what my little girl's like when I get home. I'm hoping she's just gone, this is the life. I'm no longer in that place, in that enclosure. I've got rooms to choose from. I've got numerous soft surfaces to lie on. I've got food, I've got water, I've got everything I want. That's what I'm hoping. I've got an enclosure out on the deck so I can go and watch the birds with a day bed. It's got a fucking day bed in it. The cat is spoiled. And I'm buying her a water fountain because she does drink water, but Biscuit was so good at drinking water, and this little one's very dainty with everything that she does, but I would like her to drink a little bit more water, so I'm hoping a water fountain might inspire her to drink a little bit more. I love day beds too. I mean, her daybed is more of a hammock than a daybed, but it doesn't swing. It's kind of a daybed hammock cross. Spoiled Sunny, yeah, very spoiled. She's an only child. But my house is so perfectly set up for rescuing more cats because of Biscuit. Biscuit's legacy was I turned my home into the perfect retirement village for the elderly wayward floofs. Your cat only drinks bottled water. Oh my God. That's kind of funny. Fancy tastes. A vet asked me once if my cat Oliver drank water, and I said, no, he prefers a cheeky Pinot Noir with a little bit of cheese on the side. And the vet looked at me like I was an idiot, which I'm surprised she hadn't already worked that out. But Biscuit drank like a dog. She loved drinking water. Loved it. But on the flip side, I don't want Sunny to drink so much water that her litter becomes something that needs to be sorted out and cleaned every 4 or 5 days like it was with Biscuit. It was crazy. Thanks for popping in, Chrissy. Good to see you. Thank you to everyone who's popped in. We are now approaching the incredible city of Paris. Blink and you'll miss it. But yeah, thanks to everyone who's been in. Sorry if I missed anyone in chat and I didn't say hi, but you go live and drive and read chat. But I love that you guys are all cross-pollinating and meeting each other, and I love all the reunions. It's very special because it wasn't just mods, you know, at the end of the day, like, yes, there's a massive collective of former mods, but there's also a lot of former subs who loved the mods, and then the mods would just disappear and act, you know, Jay would just act like we never existed. And a lot of subs I know would leave channels, not just hers, but sometimes they'd leave channels if the mods that they liked were no longer there. So it's, you know, it's for subs as well, this reunion, and other creators. And it's not just the J crew. Like I'd love it if some former mods for some other channels join us too. They need therapy as well. Thank you, Michelle. It is pretty hard. Thank you, Jamie. It is actually really hard. So I feel like I'm abandoning you some of the time. Sometimes I think stop going live when you're driving because it's so hard to engage. But Casper and I both went live together driving one time, and that was really fun. If one of us was sort of buffering, I was buffering just then. Well, you can keep the wound zipped up too, Bridget. Like, you know, I mean, I've chosen, as you know, to speak up but not spill the tea because I don't want to, because I think it's disrespecting all the great things that happened and the fun times that we had and the friendships we made. But it was certainly nice to speak up and have other mods come on in and everyone can bond. And, you know, because I'm getting my funny back, I might even host a couple of panels, pardon me, where people, if they want to spill the tea, I'll let them go for it. They can do it, you know, whatever works. Oh, it's very windy down here. We're home. Sunny's not in the enclosure. I'm
I'm so excited, guys. Next time I go live, I'll let you know what happened. I just hope she doesn't try to escape when I open the door. That's my only concern. But I am going to end this live as soon as I pull up because I'm really excited. But I love you guys so much. Thanks for hanging out with me. Send out positive vibes. My little girl doesn't try to escape. Stay groovy, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Love to you all.